I ran across some old cars that I haven't seen in forever. A whole box full of just random stuff. I think we'll maybe make a little video and go through them. I've got like 600 of these little things laying around. Most of them are at my aunt's house, and I think I'm going to get them back. Maybe make little videos of what's in there. Kind of go through. It's been like 20 years since I've been through these cars. So it's going to be fun for me to look at all the stuff I collected a long time ago, and hopefully some other people will enjoy seeing some of this stuff too. I mean, I understand they're just racing champions, but when I was a kid, I had a lot of fun collecting them. We have the Daytona 500 top 3 finishing set here. I got into NASCAR in 1993, maybe a few races before Davey Allison passed away. Me and my brother got into it together, and he was a really big Davey Allison fan for that little short period of time, and once Davey died, he kind of fell out of it and got back into it about a few years ago. Unfortunately, he's since passed on, but we had a lot of fun talking and doing some dice racing and stuff together, which is also on my YouTube. So there's that. Always love the look of the Texaco Havoline car. Obviously in life, you know, the later versions look a lot better than that one. This is in 1992, so cars weren't really that good. The models weren't all that great. They're all Fords. There's that. Let's see. These are kind of dusty. Yeah, Jeff Gordon, Baby Ruth from 1992. I had just the regular blister pack, or however you call it, of this. And it got destroyed. So I wound up getting this promotional one. I'd love to get the other one back eventually. Let's see. Some Winter Circle in here too. Little Dale Earnhardt. I think it's from an All-Star race. Little silver good wrench. Little Winter Circle car. I do not believe I paid $48 for this. Let's say I picked it up probably from somebody else who was getting rid of stuff. Little Smokin' Joe's of Hunt Strickland. Yep, Hunt Strickland. Smokin' Joe's camel car. That's Racing Champions, yeah. So, yep. This needs some Goo Gone taken to the top of it. Looks like maybe a sticker was there at one point. The Ricky Rudd Tide promo. 50 years, so it must, you know, it says right there 1998. So yeah, 98. Yeah, some light issues. I'm in my garage, and the garage door is open, and it's pretty bright out, so I don't think there's anything I can really do about it. Not for now, anyways. There's an Adam Petty card's got some scuff on it. Very nice looking car. I always like the look of that car. What else? Let's see. Ooh. So here's Mark Martin and Jeff Gordon in the Carolina Ford dealers Fords. Bill Davis, I guess. Oh yeah, it says right there. The thing with some of these cars is over time, it's not going to let it focus, I don't believe. Yeah, there we go. See the paint chip? Paint started cracking on it. Just did it to the Gordon car, just that white. So whatever they used for that white evidently didn't like. Father time, heat, whatever it may be, cold. But it is what it is. I'm a big Mark Martin fan, so definitely liked having this car. There's some autographs on there. I don't know if those were autographed later. That's on the card. I'll have to look it up. I didn't get the autographs, so they basically are pointless to me. Autographs mean nothing if I wasn't there to get it. Ooh, Emerson Fittipaldi. Mobile Racing Series. Racing Champions car. Indy car. Now would this be... Yeah, it must be Indy. Not Formula One, so... What else we got in here? Little Alan Kowicki. Hardy's car. No, I never saw Alan race. I don't believe. I believe he was already gone. Yeah, he was already gone before I started watching NASCAR. This yellowed badly. And Mark Martin. Let's pop that. That's yellow. Let me just look at the car. Still in the bag. A little dusty. And dirty. I always love the Valvoline scheme. I gotta try to figure something out with this lighting. Hang on, guys. One sec. See if that helps any. May or may not. I got lights right above me too. It's a trial and error, work in progress. I don't make many videos, so if it doesn't turn out right, it's just for fun anyways. Here's a Jimmy Johnson. I believe this car, yeah, it rotates in the package. There's a weird little design that Racing Champions came out with right at the end of their diecast line. It's actually, I believe, the only Jimmy Johnson car I own. I believe so. Nope. The very next car I grabbed is a Jimmy Johnson too. Okay, I don't know my own collection. Like I said, it's been like 20 years, so been a long time. So that would just be the, I guess, the regular piece for that year. For 1992. Oh, geez, it says right on the front of the package. Tell you, I'm not the most observant person in the world, am I? A nice little chrome piece. Mark Martin Winn-Dixie. That car's going to shine like crazy and be hard to see. Hood opens. Winn-Dixie, the beef people. I know you all seen that Dale Earnhardt stuff, and you're all sliving, waiting to see those. So we'll wait a little while. There's just a basic Jeff Bodine, the Gold QVC, 1997. I believe he was still somewhat competitive, kinda, at that time. What else we got? A lot of cards in here, guys. Not more than it seemed on first glance. Jeff McClure, FSU Seminoles, ARCA car. The paint from the wheels has rubbed the packaging and got on the packaging. So the wheel must stick out a little farther on that. These dang Milkhouse cheese cars. Bill Elliott, again, must have a sticker. Needs to be goo-goned off. Just a plain car. Because he couldn't put Budweiser on it. Be giving advertising to the children. Might make them want to drink a beer. Gary Bradberry. I remember having an argument with a guy when I was a kid about, there was a card that he had, a little card shop, and there was a card and it had no stats for Gary Bradberry at all on it. But I remember watching him race a few times, and the guy wanted to sit there and argue with me about the fact that he had never made a start, that he never ran, he never qualified or something like that. And I'm like, he did. I'm telling you. Still to this day, I remember that. I was probably 13. And I was right. And Darrell Waltrip, Chrome Parts America. I always liked Darrell Waltrip, and I love the Western Auto cars. Especially the earlier 92, 93 versions of it. Jeff Bodine. Exide Ride, 1997. I believe this is a box full of stuff that was left at my mom's in Florida. I think Carolina Hurricanes on the back of it. Huh. And she'd sent them to me, sent this whole box to me. And they kind of got roughed up a little bit in shipping. But it's okay. At this point, it doesn't really matter to me too much. You know, I'm never going to really sell these things, so I don't really care about value so much. I may just open them all one day, and I have a track. I may just use them on the track. I don't know. I hadn't made my mind up. Here's a Jim Sauter, 1992. I don't know why that car looks a little different than, looks a little bit different than I remember it looking. I don't know why. And the King Richard Petty with the chrome wheels, the two metal roof straps going down the back, so it must be a 91 or something. Get the little window net. I know some of them didn't have that. Cool variations of these things. Pontiac. It is a Petty back as well. Derek Cope. Two rows of checkers. And there's also a version that has 3 rows, I believe. Well, as you can see in the background, the car actually is supposed to have 3 rows on the card. So, petty back as well. 1991. Some of the 1991s, some of the 1992s came in a petty back that said 1991 on them too. So that probably looks like it probably is a 1992. What else we got? Oh, we got some more Martin cars. We'll save them for a minute. Keep going through some of these other things. That's right. Alrighty. Circuit City at Strickland. Some type of variation. Because I think the regular car is all red, I believe. I have almost every car from the 1998 season. I think these are a lot of cards I was picking up to fill out, try to fill out collections and things, years and whatnot. Joe Bessie, Delco Remney. So that'd be a Busch car. It's a 96 preview. I always thought the preview cars were funny. Like, why do you do a preview? I wish that NASCAR Authentics would put out more variations of cars. Max Dempsey. I don't know if I need to look it up. I don't know if he ever raced over here too much or not, or if this is from when he went to Australia. I believe it might be from when he went to Australia. The package is damaged on that one. And it's starting to yellow a little bit. Robert Presley promo. I don't know if that was an Oldsmobile. You guys know much about the front end of these things? I think it might have been an Oldsmobile body. I believe so. The body style. Here we got, is it Ernie Irvan? Actually, it's nobody. No, it's Ernie Irvan. It's just very, very small. Ernie Irvan. A little different M&M's look. Other variations. Getting down there. There's a Brett Bodine. 1996. He's still rolling around in the Lowe's colors. I think before what Mike Skinner took it. Took the sponsor. Derek Cope, he was in the 36, 97 car, 1997. The Skittles, and we've seen Kyle Busch run, I believe, this scheme as a throwback. It's an interesting little scheme. Little Rick Masked. I can't say it. Rick Mast. There we go. Hooters car. The Pontiac Grand Prix. And Robert Presley in a Scooby-Doo ride. Scooby, Scooby-Doo, where are you? On the Cartoon Network. I don't have enough room to put these things. Phil Parsons, the Durlube, that'd be a Busch car. Morgan Shepherd, 1997. It's hard to believe he ran as long as he did. Crazy. Was he in his 70s when he made his last start? I always rooted for him that he would do well. Ron Barfield. Never really did anything in his career. That'd be a Busch car. This car took some hits. Packaging got all jacked up. Tommy Houston. The Busch car as well. Sterling Marlin. Chad Little. It's a hood open car, but they don't have it displayed with its hood open, which is really weird. You would think that they would have put it in a packaging to showcase that. Pinnacle, they decided to stick their cards in there. I don't know. Those racing champions, one of their wacky efforts to try to continue to be relevant, I guess. There's a chase car. I don't know if that's 96, so maybe David Green. Yes, David Green. It's one of 1,997, worth about $1.50. Ken Schrader. It's a different variant. I think the other car is all maybe green and white, maybe? I don't have that box here. That's most of my stuff's at my aunt's house, which I'm about to pick it all up. Aunt and uncle, I'm about to get them all from them since now I have a house. There's somewhere to actually put stuff. Rusty Wallace and Penske Racing. Man, I love seeing this car fly around the track with that Penske Racing logo. I understand not wanting to advertise towards children and stuff. I get that, but it's kind of silly to me a little bit. You know, when it comes to the cars. I mean, if the kids watch racing, they see it every day. You know, they'll see it on there. It's not like it being on their toys going to make them go drink. I just never been one to think that ever happens. Here's Terry Labonte Iron Man. 96. I think it was a record then. I don't know, did maybe Ricky Rudd break it, or not sure who. I think some other people broke that record. That'd be something I had to look up. Mike Wallace. First Aid. No, I've never seen this car on the track because this was, I believe, 1992. I'm not sure if this is a Busch car or a Cup car or not. I have to look it up. 1997 Ken Schrader. I believe the other car from 1998 looks similar to this. And just put Kenny on the back. Alright, just put Kenny. And Schrader over there instead of Skoll. It'll work. We're getting down to the nitty gritty, guys. Alright, getting down to the bottom. I always liked the look of the John Deere car. I thought it was a nice car. Too bad Chad Little couldn't do anything with it. I mean, even in the Busch series, when he switched over to the John Deere car, and then they went and switched to Pontiac instead of staying with Ford, they shot themselves in the foot. So this is previous to them, the Roush buying them out. Because it's still the Pontiac as well. So I was a Chad Little fan in '95 for sure. I mean, I was a Chad Little fan forever because he shares the same name, but it was just a big wad of disappointment all the time for me after '95. Del Jarrett, this is a Busch car, White Rain. '97. Another Chase piece. 1996. What was the first year of the Chase cars? 95. This one's been up again. This is one of those cars that it probably wasn't. They probably weren't like this around the edges and stuff. But when they got shipped, they rattled around in there, and they got pretty well hit. All the rest of my cars are pretty good on the packaging on most of them. Again, worth about $1.50. Was that Marlin? Yeah. The Joe Bessie, 1997. Where are you? Jarrett Glanville. 1995, or 2, I mean, yeah. Jarrett Glanville. Atlanta Falcons. Phil Parsons and the channel lock. I have a pair of those somewhere around here in this garage. They still look exactly the same. Blue handle and everything. Terry Labonte. That would have been a Busch ride. In 1997. Bear and Alka-Seltzer. And 1996. Brett Bodine and the Lowe's. I don't mind the paint scheme on that. That was okay. Always rooted for him to do well, too. Never did, but always rooted for him, too. Alright. A few older cars. Butch Miller and the Short Track Champions. I don't know what that car was actually sponsored by. Anybody know? Because I don't. I'm assuming there was some type of sponsor on there, but maybe it was, not kid-appropriate sponsorship. Kenny Bernstein, NASCAR Properties car. There we go. So this is 1991? 90? Let's earn her back. So it's been 90. The NASCAR Properties, I know people still want them. I still try to find them for some reason. Here's another Earnhardt back. But this one isn't a NASCAR Properties. It's just the basic NASCAR stand. Morgan Shepherd. Big chunk of paint missing. Flaked off. Some of them flaked completely off. Here's a Jeff Bodine of the same car. A few years later, I'd say this is 92. It's in a petty back, but it's I'm pretty sure it's 92. Here's another Morgan Shepherd, NASCAR Properties. Like this scheme better, obviously. Nice, better one. Earnhardt back as well. It's always weird. They have these drivers' names, but I've never seen a Tommy Ellis in this, or Steve Grissom, or like there are these names on here that I don't believe were ever released. Like Mark Martin. He didn't have his first car until, what, 92? And it was an ugly thing. Maybe it was hand-painted or something. So, I don't know. Weird how they had those names on there, and I've never seen cars ever for them. Here's a Kyle Petty NASCAR Properties. There's the window net in there. It's a sloppy job on the 42 on the side. Just let's start on there. A couple AJ Foyts. This is 92 AJ Foyt. Instead of Copenhagen. Here's a NASCAR Properties version. Earnhardt back. All right, now let's see. Got a few Martin cars. Commemorative Series. Gold Sin Power car. This one's yellowed some, but you can't really tell that bad because it's all gold anyways. In the Eagle One version of that. And now the cars you guys probably really wanted to see. We'll start off with, there's a Davey Allison. It's actually in a protective case, which I'm really glad it was. It sucked if these cars were not in a protective case. Protective case on this one is gotten yellow, quite yellowed. I'm going to pop this car out of it. Got some damage on the card for sure. There's Earnhardt. $1990. Not really pretty cars they started out with for sure. It's definitely an Earnhardt back. Earnhardt car and an Earnhardt back. And last, I wonder what the difference is between these two. I think, oh, rubber wheels. This has the actual rubber wheels on it. And it has just that regular Racing Champion stand. So this is before they even had probably NASCAR's permission to even do 89. So this is an 89. So this is the very first Earnhardt cars. I'm gonna pop them out of here. Give you a better look. They both say Series 1, but this is the actual Series 1. This is what it is. Focus. There we go. You see they got the rubber wheels. They're all pushed over the spokes, looking horrible. Not real good quality on that. Packaging is not too horrible for the age. Yeah. Basically, it's used the same body. Didn't they? And just change the wheels up or whatever on it. There's no sticker on that one either. No contingency stickers. Well, there you go. There's that box of random cars. I had fun going through them and seeing them again for the first time in forever. Hopefully you guys had fun. Remember, one or two people